are no like chapters, right? It's kind of like a diary. So it's a continuation reading. That's why I've left abruptly. So we'll start from that. Like here, I've left here. This was last I read. So now we will start from here. Is that okay? I hope you enjoy this video. Also, if you are hearing the sound of like a background noise or white noise, it's actually a refrigerator which is so loud that it somehow drowns the barking of the dogs, which is also loud. I will be stopping the video in between just when the sound is there. It won't be much of a difference actually. If your eyes are closed, you won't even notice it. So, shall we start? Okay. Well, now I only have two things to look forward to this summer. One is my birthday, and the other is when the last little cutie comic runs in the paper. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but Little Cutie is the worst comic ever. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, here is what ran in the paper today. Daddy, is the rain just God's wedding? But here is the thing. Even though I hate Little Cutie, I can't stop myself from reading it. And Dad can't either. I guess we just like seeing how bad it is. Look at this garbage. Give me that. Little Cutie has been around for at least 30 years. And it's written by this guy named Bob Post. I've heard Little Cutie is based on Bob's son when he was a little kid. If I eat this green bean, will its mommy and daddy be sad? Ka-ching. has to go to work while the rest of us get to kick back and take it easy every day. But if he's gonna be all grumpy about it, he should just become a teacher or snowplow driver or have one of those jobs where you get to take summers off. Mom's not really helping improve Dad's mood either. She calls him at work about 5 times a day with updates on everything that's going on around the house. Guess what Manny did in the potty today? Guess. Tuesday, Dad got Mom a new camera for Mother's Day. And lately, she's been taking lots of pictures. I think it's because she feels guilty about not keeping up on the family photo album. When my older brother Roderick was a baby, Mom was totally on top of things. Roderick's first time trying peas. Roderick's second time trying peas. Roderick's first steps. Kaboom. Once I came along, I guess Mom got busy. So from that point on, there are a lot of gaps in our official family history. Welcome Gregory to the family. Taking Gregory home from hospital. Gregory's 6th birthday party. Gregory's first day of middle school. Oh, that's sad. I've learned that photo albums aren't an accurate record of what happened in your life anyway. Last year, when we were at the beach, Mom bought a bunch of fancy seashells at a gift shop, and later on, I saw her bury them in the sand for Manny to discover. Look at what you found, Manny. Well, I wish I hadn't seen that because it made me reevaluate my whole childhood. Gregory really digs seashells. Today Mom said I was looking shaggy, so she told me she was taking me to get a haircut. But I never would have agreed to get my haircut if I knew that Mom was taking me to Bombshell's beauty salon, which is where Mom and Grandma get their haircut. I have to say though, the whole beauty salon experience wasn't that bad. First of all, they have TVs all over the place, so you can watch a show while you're waiting to get your haircut. Second, they have lots of tabloids, those newspapers you see in the checkout lines at grocery stores. Mom says tabloids are full of lies, but I think there is some really important stuff in those things. Miracle pill to make you 97% smarter. My God. Grandma is always buying tabloids, even though Mom doesn't approve. one of fished one out of the trash and hid it in my bedroom. I'm glad I did. I found out that North America will be underwater within 6 months, so that kind of takes the pressure off me to do well in school. Oh my god. I had a long wait at the beauty salon, but I didn't really mind. I got to read my horoscope and look at pictures of movie stars without their makeup, so I was definitely entertained. When I got my hair cut, I found out the best thing about beauty salon, which is the gossip. The ladies who work there know the dirt on just about everyone in town. And then Marlene says to Vanessa, if you're gonna get up in my face, you'd better be ready to back it up. Unfortunately, Mom came to pick me up right in the middle of a story about Mr. Peppers and his new wife, who's 20 years younger than him. Hopefully, my hair will grow out fast so I can come back and hear the rest of the story. My god, he's such a gossiper. Friday. I think Mom's starting to regret taking me to get my hair cut the other day. The ladies at the Bombshells introduced me to soap operas, and now I'm totally hooked. But Marisa, I love you. Girlfriend, you can do so much better than him. Yesterday, I was in the middle of my show, and Mom told me I had to turn off the TV and find something else to do. I could tell there was no use arguing with her, so I called Rolly and invited him over. When Rolly got to my house, we went straight to Roderick's room in the basement. Roderick is off playing with his band, loaded by diaper. And whenever he's away, I like to go through his stuff and see if I can find anything interesting. The best thing I found in Roderick's junk drawer this time around was one of those little souvenir picture keychains you get at the beach. Summer memories. If you look into it, you see a picture of Roderick with some girl. I don't know how Roderick got that picture, because I've been with him on every single family holidays. And if I had seen him with that girl, I definitely would have remembered her. I showed the picture to Rolly, but I had to hold the keychain because he was getting all grabby. We dug around some more, and then we found a horror movie at the bottom of Roderick's drawer. I couldn't believe our luck. Neither one of us had actually seen a horror movie before, so this was a really big find. Hello, you are dead. I asked Mom if Rolly could spend the night, and she said yes. I made sure I asked Mom when Dad was out of the room, because Dad doesn't like it when I have sleepovers on a work night. Last summer, Rolly spent the night at my house, and we slept in the basement. I made sure Rolly took the bed that was closest to the furnace room because that room really freaks me out. I figured if anything came out of there in the middle of the night, it would grab Rolly first, and I would have a 5-second head start to escape. My God, I really want to laugh out loud. At about 1 in the morning, we heard something in the furnace room that scared the living daylights out of us. It sounded like a little ghost girl or something, and it said, "I'm hiding. Can you find me?" Me and Rolly practically trampled each other to death trying to get up the basement stairs. We burst into Mom and Dad's room, and I told them our house was haunted and we had to move immediately. Dad didn't seem convinced, and he went down to the basement and walked right into the furnace room. Me and Rolly stayed about 10 feet back. I was pretty sure Dad wasn't going to get out of there alive. My God, I'm so sorry. I heard some rustling, a few bumps, and I was ready to make a run for it. But a few seconds later, he came back out with one of Manny's toys, a doll named Hide and Seek Harry. Last night, me and Rolly waited for Mom and Dad to go to bed, and then we watched our movie. Technically, I was the only one who watched it because Rolly had his eyes and ears covered the whole entire time. The movie was about this muddy hand that goes around the country killing people, and the last person who sees the hand is always the next victim. The special effects were really cheesy, and I wasn't even scared until the very end. That's when the twist came. After the muddy hand strangled its last victim, it came crawling straight at the screen, and then the screen went black. At first, I was a little confused, but then I realized it meant the next victim was gonna be me. I turned the TV off, and then I described the whole movie to Rolly from beginning to end. Well, I must have done a pretty good job telling the story because Rolly got even more freaked out than I was. I knew we couldn't go to Mom and Dad this time because they would ground me if they found out we watched a horror movie. But we didn't feel safe in the basement, so we spent the rest of the night in the upstairs bathroom with the lights on. I just wish we had managed to stay awake the whole night, because when Dad found us in the morning, it wasn't a pretty scene. Dad wanted to know what was going on, and I had to fess up. Dad told Mom, so now I'm just waiting to hear how long I'm gonna be grounded for. But to be honest with you, I'm a lot more worried about this muddy hand than any punishment Mom can dream up. I thought about it though, and I realized that there's only so much ground a muddy hand can cover in a day. So hopefully that means I have a little while longer to live. That's it for today. I'll be wrapping it up here. This page is a little torn, in fact. That's it. It's one page. Anyways, okay, so that is it. I am such a fan of these books. I love these Wimpy Kid books, and I would love to read them. And I love those Nancy Drew books as well. I never read it in my childhood time, so I'm probably reading them now. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it and you liked this video and you made it till the end. And you have no idea what's going on in the video because you're fast asleep, then I'll be glad. My god, this feels so nice. Like tingly, very tingly. Almost here. It's like anyway, that is it from my side for today. I hope you had a good night's sleep and I hope I'm helping you fall asleep and relax. Um, I would appreciate if you could tell me what you think. Till then, good night. Sweet dreams.